appreciate it's been a while. I got caught up on a project I had to work through, and I've been super busy. But well, it's going to be a very short stream today, just to get back into the emotional flow of computer design. But likely I'll be streaming normally again next week. Point of today is to set up the infrastructure for testing the binary comparator, and then I'll call it there. Probably only going to be a 20-minute stream, if that. I need to think of a test regime to accurately sweep the comparison space as well, which is in an efficient amount of time, rather than testing every single 16-bit number against every single other 16-bit number. I need to figure out what's the best way to test all of these without missing all the edge cases, I guess. Yeah, so it's going to be slow, but essentially, if I cut that, put a switch there. And obviously I will put in a number here. So that shouldn't have saved anything yet, I think. Yes, it doesn't get past there. As soon as I switch this on, that should save that number into this stack here. Hang on, never mind, it's not in the correct phase. So what phase it's currently in. So if I do one more, please tell me it's not broken, and this should have turned. So that's currently in the top phase. That's currently in the bottom phase. But that's not working because it needs to be on there. Oh, I see, that's why. That's no good, those are all broken. Truncated in the copy paste process. So that's now in the correct state. Those have all been read too. Now if I switch it off, it should stay in that state. Yes. Yes, that's correct. Now if I do... I suppose I can actually just do it by... Also, that's a flaw with the system, isn't it? The switches are affecting the one above them as well. So as you can see, this is updating live. So yes, that's to test this bit here. I don't actually need to cycle the whole thing, but what I do need to do is that, and I need to fix this. Well, that does not fix it at all. How have I done this before? I guess it's staggered over here, isn't it? Yeah, because it's staggered, it works here. Why does that... So, clearly the lamp being on doesn't turn the one below it on, right? But, if you turn the lamp on from over... Hang on. Is it the switch here that turns the lower level on? Yes, it is. Okay. What? Okay, so I do not understand that at all. Does that happen with the redstone torch? So that doesn't happen with a redstone torch. That is very, very unusual. Like, I have no idea what the coding logic behind that was. I suppose at least that there is expected. So redstone torch doesn't turn either of those on, but if I put it here, it turns that on. That's very, well, if it turns that on, but why? Hang on, does that work if I do it with glass? You see, it's this weird thing with wool, isn't it? Wool has this odd conductive property. So I think it doesn't work. It won't work if I use terracotta, right? Okay, so it does work with terracotta. So it's not just wool. It's actually because glass is that. Glass has its own odd properties in Minecraft. So what I can do is I can do this. I don't know, this, firstly, why is this the first time I've encountered that? Secondly, why is the redstone, like, power transfer map so messed up? Like, it did not just feel like making it so redstone lamp lights up if the redstone torch is one block to one side of it on the next layer down. I mean, it's very bizarrely specific. Like, why is that? So that does work, okay. It's like one of the more poorly thought out programming languages. Python. Excuse me. Don't know what that was. It's just bizarre convolutions, isn't it? It's like, why does this rule exist? It's like it doesn't. If I put a torch here, it won't light up that redstone. Oh, hang on. I know exactly and precisely why it is. It's because they're modeling it on a radius, aren't they? So they've got like a radius. They have rather than having it based on a block grid, they've computed the effect of the torch based on a radius. So this guy here does not. Rather, this guy over here doesn't fall within the radius of influence of the torch because it's outside. If the radius is like that, top of it just touches that, and then it doesn't intersect with that at all. But it does intersect with this because it's nearer. So it's completely stupid from a block based point of view, but it works from the point of view of a regular radius and superimposed on the blocks. A regular radius, one of those spherical curved things, sort of thing you don't get in Minecraft. Obviously, it's weird in my mind because that piece of redstone being lit is the same, logically the same as the block below it being lit, considering that redstone essentially melds into the surface of the block it's on. I guess the alternative explanation is it's not that the torch has a radius calculated around it, but that this surface is considered to be the next block up, even though it functions as being on this block here. It's actually in the block above, and therefore the redstone torch. Now that would still be weird, because it'd still plausibly, if there was if it was essentially a diamond shape of voxel blocks, it has influence on that would also work that way. I suppose it's not quite as senseless as it seems on the surface. But I think that the most logical way of having it is to have it work on adjacent blocks and blocks that are directly above it, but not blocks that are off to the side on diagonals. Anyway, rant about redstone torches and redstone signals over. So this setup allows me to yes, that's broken. No, it's not broken, it's just not flushed. It just needs to, obviously I need to remember that it won't flush this buffer back to 0 when it, unless I cycle that. Yes, that's basically that ready. So I need to log off, get back to work, so thanks for watching. And I'll probably be back to normal streaming next week.